Welcome to Pokemon Platinum, but I can only use gift Pokemon. And they're randomized. Let's go. Well, let's see who we got. We got... Yeah. Wait. So, wait, that randomized into a Turtwig? What? We have Volbeat, Turtwig, and Omastar. Huh. What are the chances that the Turtwig randomizes into a Turtwig? Huh. Well, like, the choice is obvious, honestly. I'm going with Omastar. Alright, Gentrified Berry. He has a Piplup, and he literally just growled me while I bit him. It kind of got old real fast, because at the end of the day, I was doing nothing with Bite, but I eventually took him out. That was annoying. Wow, these are useless to me. I was wrong. They're slightly useful, I guess. Alright, Berry, round 2. Starly gets one shot by a water gun, except Piplup. I bite it. He growls me, then he punches me. Doesn't want to help, then finish him with another bite. Jeez, Barry, you did not handle rock-type Pokemon. Oh my god, that's so cool, Senpai. Identify Rourke. He leads off with Geodude, Water Gun, Onix, Water Gun. I learned Rollout, which is kind of cool. Last up's Candace, Water Gun. Yeah, when you have a evolved Pokemon with Water Gun, this gym's pretty easy, especially when half the Pokemon are 4 times a week. Identify Mars. She leads off with Zubat. 2 Water Guns do it, and next up's her Perugly. She fake outs me and fan attacks me. I start a Rollout chain. Missed the second one, so I start Water Gunning it down. She keeps fan attacking me. I eventually take it out with Water Guns as I get to about half health with fan attacks. Wait, tanky Omastar is. What a lucky early gift. I really should thought about my star more often, because this is the grass type gym later. I can't get a Pokemon until after. I take out Turtwig pretty well, but then Roserade kills me with 1 magical leaf. Great, time to grind. Alright, I fight Gardenia again. I'm back at level 35. I bite the Turtwig, he sets him Reflect, I bite him again, but it doesn't kill him. So I start setting up a rollout chain. Rollout chain, but to take out Turtwig as he sees me a grass knot. Roserade comes out, I outspeed, take it out with 1 rollout. Last up's Cherim and 1 rollout to his end. Like 35 was overkill, but it was needed. Then I fight Jupiter. She's off with Zubat, Water Gun does it in. Next up, Skuntank. I one-shot it with Mud Shot, which is a first for me, one-shotting Skuntank. I guess being over level with the ground type move does that. Finally, another opportunity to get a Pokemon. Yes, I'll take your egg, Cynthia. Oh, what's it gonna hatch into? It's a Luxio. Weirdly on point with this gen. Huh, I'll take it. I wonder if it'll be an Eevee. Yeah. Check Tame the Eevee. Sure, I'll nickname the Eevee. That's a Bulbasaur. I'm fine with that too, honestly, though. Alright, to fight Fantina. She's off their Duskull. I take it out a couple bites and miss a Will-O-Wisp. Next up's her Miss Magius. She confuses my Luxray, and I hit myself. With the Ivysaur, she hits me with Shadow Ball. Then send out Venus Eevee, spreads the Psybeam. I Leech Seed it, but then takes me out with another Shadow Ball. So now Luxray, I start biting it. He takes me out with Shadow Ball. So unfortunately, I have to fall back on my overleveled Omastar, because it was a slow run until at second gym. Almost takes me out magically, but does half damage. Bite it, takes it out, last up's our Haunter. 1 bite does it in, that was Fantina. Wow, my Pokemon need to get up. Alright, so the fight Berry again. Leads off Staravia, lead off with Togepi. I Spark it, double teams. It actually just tries to strat as Spark Endeavor, but it doesn't go for Quick Attack for some reason, which is whatever. Next up is his Ponyta. Send out Arceus to Water Gun it. The next up is his Prinplup. Is his Roselia. I just start takedowning it. He stun spores me, because you can still get stun spore grass type in this, and it's whatever. Last up's Prinplup. I Razor Leaf it, don't do too much because he growled. I Leech Seed it, and then I eventually take him out with a critical Razor Leaf. It was really lucky. Ivysaur's timid, so his attacks aren't doing well. Can't wait till I get Piddle Dance. Okay, I'll take this Porygon off your hands. I wonder what it is, actually. That's a weird looking Porygon. Wait. So, I got a Bulbasaur from Eevee, and Turtwig has a Turtwig, and now I have a Torterra. Okay, I'm about to have one really weird and balanced team. Whatever. To fight Maylene, I lead off Torterra, she leads up in Meditite. She fakes out, I take it out with Earthquake. Next up, Lucario hits me with Force Palm, take it out in a couple Earthquakes. And last up's Machoke, who actually took an Earthquake, hit me with Strength for some reason. I don't know why, I can go for a Fighting type move, then Earthquake took it out. Wow. Weirdly lucky, but also unlucky for type diversity. I got Torterra as my Porygon randomized counter. Alright, so to fight Berry again. He leads off with his Staravia. I lead off with Luxray. I hit Thunderfang and miss. He gets a critical quick attack. That's just great. I take him out with the Thunderfang next turn, though. Ponyta, 1 Water Gun, does it out. Next up is his Roselia. I Earthquaked him with my Torterra. Last up is his Prinplup, who I just stayed in and Razor Leafed. Yeah, Berry, you're a no-show. This time I had the better starter, bitch. Then to fight the Wrestler dude, my favorite gym leader in this region, actually. 1 Thunderfang does in Gyarados. Next up's his Quagsire, so I send out Eevee and just Pell Dance my way through it. Quagsire gets 1 shot, last up's his Floatzel, who also gets 1 shot by Pell Dance. After hitting me with a powerful Ice Fang. And to fight Cyrus, he's all with Sneasel, so start a rollout chain going as he Ice Punches my Arceus. Fun fact, all my Pokemon are evilly leveled now, which is kind of cool. Next up's Golbat, hit the Supersonic, then I hit myself, or I misroll out. Send out Togepi, take it out the Thunderfang after he hits me with Fight. Last up is Murkrow, who surprisingly outspeeds me. Murkrow's really fast, I always forget that. Then Thunderfang takes it out, and that was Cyrus. Time to fight Barry again, who you fight a lot in this game, couldn't think of it. Couple Thunderfangs take out his Staraptor, which is lucky since he was using Double Team like a bitch. Next up is his Rapidash to send out Omastar/Arceus, I take it out with one Surf. Next up is Roserade to send out Torterra. Next up Toxic Spikes, I take it out with the Earthquake. Next up is his Heracross, which lets me think, wow, I really had nothing for a Heracross type Pokemon. Hopefully the Riolu I get from that one guy will turn to something good. So take it out a couple Thunderfangs. Next up, last up is Empoleon, I send out Venusaur to absorb the Toxic Spikes, and I took it out 2 Pelodances even though it resists Grass because of the Steel typing. Okay, Barry, it was a fun fight. Time to get my last team member for this run. Yes, I'd love to take your egg. Aaron, I think your name is? I don't know, O'Reilly. Thank you for your egg. Oh? What's it gonna be? Sort of got it's Oh, that's why it took so long. Huh. I thought it was gonna be a Grotto, honestly, just because of my luck. Okay, then. Alright, time to fight Byron. With Mewtwo now all trained up, I take out his Magnemite with only one Flamethrower. Next with Bastiodon, I take it out of one Earthquake. 4 times weak, doesn't matter how many defense you have. And that's up to Steelix, which I send out Mewtwo and take it out with one Flamethrower. My prayers for another Pokemon have been answered. Alright, to fight Saturn. He leads off with his Golbat, 2 Confusions do it in, he toxics my Riolu. Next up is his Bronzer, 1 Flamethrower does it in. Last up is Toxicroak and 1 Confusion does it in. Mewtwo. You're gonna make this game too easy. I'll try not to abuse you too much, alright? Alright, Mars, let's fight. She leads off with her Golbat, lead off with Togepi. I get confused and I hit myself immediately. I hate confusion. Thunderfang takes it out. Next up's Bronzer. It extra sense me, I crunches it, and I hit myself with Confusion like a few more times. I almost die because of it, but I eventually take him out. And last up's Perugly. I send out Venusaur. He fake out to me. I go for a Petal Dance. Then I think it goes for Aerial Ace or some shit because it let me out low health. But I took it out eventually. So yeah, that was Mars or whatever the hell her name is. Then to fight Candace, the Ice Queen. She's off a Sneasel, lead off with Arceus. I start surfing, but then she's about to swap up to Abomasnow. And I know I wouldn't rely on Riolu, but I'm relying on Riolu. I start flamethrowing it. Flamethrower. You know what I mean. Why can't I say flamethrower? My god, what is wrong with me? I know I'm illiterate, but goddamn. So yeah, flamethrower sweep until even her fucking Frostlass couldn't survive a flamethrower. Man, Riolu, glad you're a Mewtwo and that you hatched. Riley really should not have given you up. Last of Pillow Swine, send out Eve, I take it out with a Petal Dance. And that was Candace. Time to fight Galactic. Time to fight Cyrus. I start a Royal Chain going on his Sneasel with Arceus, and I eventually take it out after he heals. Like a bitch. Next up's Crobat, who uses Bite and flinches me. Seriously, my luck with this is bad. Arceus, you're disappointing me, by the way. He also missed another rollout, so I switched out into... But eventually, I almost start falling, so I switched out into Togepi, I meant. I don't know why I said Crobat, Solar Crobat, and I Thunderfang it. Last up is Honchkrow, 2 Thunderfangs did it in, that was Cyrus. We fight Cyrus a lot more than the Commanders, I just realized now. Whatever. Alright, time to fight Saturn, aka Replaceable Executive. Psych, Confusion 2-shot his Golbat. I really need to get a better move. Next up's Bronzer. It survived 2 Flamethrowers. Yeah. I guess it has heat proof or some shit, I don't know. The last up's Toxicroak, and well... It's Toxicroak, and I have a Psychic type move on Mewtwo. Do the math. Okay, you know, my past few Platinum runs, I took for granted how good this Double Battle was. This time it wasn't good. Basically, I start off surfing. I always have to reflect as much as it gets confused. So I take out the Bronzer, actually, one of the Bronzers with a surf, because first one crit. And then comes out Perugly, who puts my Arceus to sleep. And he's asleep until he dies. Like, pretty sure he was asleep for like 3 or 4 turns. So like, and Barry's Pokemon, they're dropping like flies too. So it's like, these two are sweeping. Arceus finally falls. I send out Torterra. I start Earthquaking. And then Barry's day out was just being an idiot. And so it's like, I don't know. Torterra, I just kept getting fucked in this fight, really. And then I get to know about it, Critical Air Cutter. So I send out Riolu. I Ice Beam Golbat, but really don't kill it. I freeze it, but then Barry's Rapidash misses whatever it was going to go with. So I took out Skuntank with Flamethrower. Golbat goes down to 1 Stomp, and last Golbat, which goes down to an Ice Beam. Now we have to fight Cyrus. Oh boy. Time to fight Cyrus. Come to think about it, he's probably one of the hardest Pokemon bosses ever. Final fight anyway. Round 1, Houndoom Dark Pulse, I surfed, he healed, then I took him out with another surf. Next up Gyarados, I sacked off Arceus. So now Luxray. Because of Intimidate, he barely survived Earthquake and took him out in a Thunderfang. That was lucky, honestly. Next up's Weevil, so I send out... I send out Riolu to fight it. Use Flamethrower. After he Night Slashes me, I luckily burn it. So this is what I do. I send out Venusaur, and I was able to take the Ice Punch afterwards, kill it with a Petal Dance. Next up, Honchkrow. I send out Mewtwo. I Ice Beam it, because of the Never Melt Ice I'm holding. I one-shot it. Next up's Crobat. I Ice Beam it. He heals, and my next Ice Beam takes him out, and that was Cyrus. That was really lucky. Since I had a randomized static Pokemon, look what Giratina randomized too. Huh. Alright, to fight Volkner. Leads off with Jolteon, lead off with Porygon 2. Goes for Iron Tail, misses, go for Earthquake. Next up is Luxray. Hits me with Intimidate, then Nice Fang. So I go for Earthquake, he heals. Then I switch out to Mewtwo, because I might need to prepare for later. Even though he probably would get one shot by priority move or some shit. He's at 17 health, but whatever. Then out Riolu. He heals for Crunch, I switch out and gets the defense drop, whatever. Take out a Psycho Cut. Next up's Raichu. I use Psycho Cut. He goes for Signal Beam. He heals. I take out a couple more Psycho Cuts. Last up is Electivire. I go for Psycho Cut. He goes for Quick Attack. I was going to get 1 second Psycho Cut off, doing about 40%. He took me out for a Quick Attack. Got crit for no reason. Next up is Eevee. I Sludge Bomb it, but then he takes me out with a critical Fire Punch. I would have survived if it wasn't a crit. Then I send out Luxray. He goes for Giga Impact. I take out Crunch, and now it's Volkner. Depressed. Alright, time for the final fight with Barry. Leads off Staraptor, lead off with Luxray. I go for Thunder Fang. He goes for U-turn to Snorlax. Then I crunch it, get a crit. Then he crunches me back, and he takes me out. We bit each other. Kinda hot. Then after that happens, I send out, Arceus. Yes, Arceus. To Surf Hit. Then go what I just say. Next up's Roserade. I send out Riolu. I Psycho Cut the Roserade. I know how to cut a bitch, okay? Next up, Heracross. I go for Psycho Cut. Barely don't kill. He gets me with a critical Night Slash. I only ever see critical Night Slashes on my opponents. Never me, when it has a high crit chance. Whatever. Staraptor, take out the Ice Beam. Next up is Empoleon. I send out Porygon. I Earthquake it. Last up is Rapidash. This up Sunny Day, and he goes for Bounce. I also thought he was setting up for like a Sunny Day for Solar Beam. But whatever. He bounces. That really does anything to I almost died. Took it out with another Surf. Now it's Barry. It's Spaz. Now time to fight the Elite Four. By that I mean Train didn't fight the Elite Four. Alright, time to fight Bug Boy. Leads off with his Mega, and I get Rollout. He gets for Double Team. I surprisingly hit all the rollouts though. Next up's Heracross. Decided to stay in. See why not. It takes me out of close combat. After that, I send out Mewtwo because it's close combat, and I Psycho Cut it. Next up is Caesar. I Flamethrower it. 4 times effective. After that, it's Vespa Queen. I use Ice Beam because I have the Never Melt Ice on still from before. And then last up is Drapion. I send out Torterra to Earthquake it. He Ice Fangs me. Hits me with Ice Fang again. I start with 3 health, but then I get frozen. Seriously? I miss half the fangs I do, and this guy hits both of them and freezes me on one of them. Whatever. I send in Mewtwo and finish it off with a Flamethrower. To fight Bertha, probably the easiest one. First up is her Whiscash. 1 Razorleaf. I don't know why I said that. Razorleaf does it in. Next up's Gliscor. Mewtwo Ice Beams it. Next up is basically I just send out Amistar and Surf Sweep her entire team. Even her Rhyperior, which has Solid Rock, I believe, wasn't able to tank one. So yes. Lesson of the day, don't be a ground type specialist, because 2 of the most common types, water and grass, are 4 times weak to most of the Pokemon that are. Then fight Flint, leads off with Houndoom. I lead off with Amistar. I Surf it, he Dark Pulses me after send up a Sunny Day, and I flinch. Literally, this man got flinch with Dark Pulse. He gets a lot of good luck in this. Next up is Infernape. I Psycho Cut it, leave it at 1 HP, then he takes me down with a critical Flare Blitz. Really, it's like, I was watching it, you know how you get critted in this game? Yeah, next up is, speaking of crits, next up is what's it called? Clarion, and he gets an overheat crit. 2 crits in a row, knocks out 2 of my Pokemon. Send out Amistar, starts surfing it down. He eventually takes me out by Will was burning me, stalling me with healing. Send out Luxray to finish it off with the Thunder Fang. Next up's Rapidash. Rapidash wasn't too much. It went for a Solar Beam for some reason, I don't know why. I took out a couple Thunder Fangs. Last up's Magmortar. So, I start Thunder Fanging it down. I get some luck and actually flinch it for once. And then I get burned by Flame Body. That's a great turnaround. So I leave it. Venusaur's last up, and luckily he outspeeds and takes it out with the Sludge Bomb. So I guarantee you, Flamethrower with a one-shot, or we got a crit and one-shot at me. On to the last Elite Four member. Then I fight Lucian. Leads off with his Mr. Mime. I lead off with Mewtwo. Shadow Ball. We just start I Shadow Ball him. He heals, whatever. Next up, Espeon. I Shadow Ball him. He shadows me back. I'm surprised he didn't crit me to kill me. And then Espeon eventually falls. Next up is his Bronzong. So I send out. No, next up's Alakazam I'm at. So I send out Luxray to hit it with a Crunch. I eventually take him out after he hits me with a Psychic. Next up, now it's his Bronzong. I decided to say I try to use Thunder Fang. I miss. He kills me with Earthquake. Send out Mewtwo to Flamethrower it. He Calm Minds and he heals, and I still do enough damage to where I can Flamethrower him and kill him afterwards, so it's whatever. Last up is Gallade. Then I Shadow Ball it. He eats a berry. He gets a Night Slash, kills me. I send out Porygon. I go for Earthquake. A couple Earthquakes take him out. And that was Lucian. Time to fight Cynthia. Hope this goes well. Time to fight Cynthia. She's off with Whimsicott. I lead off with Arceus. And I don't know if Whimsicott, fucking hell. Spiritomb. I know Spiritom's a lot slower than I thought it is, but they'll take it down in 2 serves because Star was faster. Roserade, I took it down in a Psycho Cut. Easy smeezy. Next up is Lucario. I stay in. I go for Flamethrower. She goes for Shadow Ball. She heals. I go for Flamethrower. Lucario eventually falls because, you know, I do more than half. He gets burned, actually, funny enough. Next up's Milotic. I send out Venusaur, and Venusaur outspeeds Milotic. That also surprised me, honestly. Then 2 abilities to take it out. Surprisingly, nothing happened to Venusaur because of the Ice Beam. Togetic, I Thunder Fang, then swaps out to Garchomp. So I decided to stay in just to sack Luxray off, and for some reason, she goes for a Dragon Rush instead of Earthquake? I don't know. I sent out Riolu. Ice Beam takes out Garchomp. Last up's for Togekiss. Ice Beam takes it out, and that was a champion, lucked out on that, huh? That was Pokemon Platinum with only gift Pokemon, but the gift Pokemon were randomized. Hope y'all enjoyed. That was really surprising that Flint gave me more trouble than Cynthia. Normally, Flint doesn't give me that much trouble. I guess 3 lucky crits will do that to ya. And yeah, I really looked out that Mewtwo for a Riolu egg. Man, it's like, I don't think I might have won without that, especially since I had 2 grass types. Well, like I said, hope y'all enjoy. Subscribe for more. See ya.